I'd like to welcome you all to our awards ceremony today. We're going to have 5 awards that we're going to be giving out. It's been about a year and a half because of COVID. We haven't been able to get together like this, so we'll be doing these each year now from now on. The first award is a new award. It's the Citation Award. After that, it'll be a Volunteer of the Year Award, our Distinguished Service Award, the Civilian of the Year Award, and then the Officer of the Year. Before we get started, I'd like to thank our council members for being here. Jane Coker and Bill Sanders, as well as our Mayor, Gene Brown, for your support. We appreciate you being here and all the support that you give us. I'd also like to thank one of our biggest sponsors that we have, Just Jewelers. Every year they donate watches for the 4 people that get the Officer of the Year, the yearly awards. And these watches, if you get a chance, come up and take a look at these. They're beautiful. They actually developed it where it has our patch actually inlaid into the face of it. And the 4 winners of each year get one of those watches. If you don't win, you can buy them at Just Jewelers. And he actually donates a portion of that money back to the police department. So we appreciate everything. So would you guys like to come up and talk? This is Tom Jess and his general manager, Darren Blum.
Thanks.
Thank you. Absolutely.
Hello, thanks for having us. I'm Tom Jess.
And I'm Darren Blum.
My partner in good deeds, Darren Blum. And Jess Jewelers is happy to be a part of recognizing the police department and all their volunteers for all their good work. We're happy to do it. We've been happy to do it in the past, and we'll always be happy to do it in the future. So with that, Darren, if you want to say anything.
Well, we're always happy to support our community. Our community has always done a great job on supporting us. We feel very strong about supporting our local police departments, all of our first responders. We cannot thank you enough for all that you do and all that you sacrifice.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
To start us off, Chief Bevan will be discussing the new Citation Award. Officer Adam Moore, if you make your way down to the left as I call each of y'all up. Adam, just stand off to the left while the chief speaks about you.
Good afternoon, everybody, and truly thank you again to Just Jewelers. This has become a little bit more of a grander affair, really thanks to their sponsorship. And so anytime we have that type of community support, we want to make sure everybody knows about it. The reason I wanted to tell you all about this particular award, it's a new award. As you know, at Bradenton Police Department, we have several that we give out pretty regularly. In fact, tomorrow we're going to be giving out a life-saving award at council meeting. This one, we wanted to take the opportunity to give this out here. Actually, Officer Moore was due to get this last week, but unfortunately his father passed away and we had to delay it a week. And so I felt it was appropriate. It's called the Meritorious Conduct Award. And it's pretty simple. We came up with this last year. It's awarded to any employee for meritorious service or excellent performance in an assignment of great responsibility where the officer distinguishes himself or the police department while carrying out the assignment. And so that's kind of subjective. It's a little vague, and while we've had this for a year, we really just didn't find that proper time, the proper moment, the person to give it to until just recently. Now this is something my council members have heard. I discussed this in council meeting. I'm gonna read this to you because I think it's important you hear this. It doesn't have a date, but back here, a while back, Officer Moore responded to a call where a 7-year-old locked his grandmother out of the house. Once on scene, he learned that the child, and I'm not going to give you his name, was adopted by his grandmother after he was removed from his biological parents, who had their parental rights terminated. The child had been born with narcotics in his system and suffered from physical abuse at his father's hands. His father was recently released from prison after being convicted and incarcerated for the abuse that he inflicted on the child. His mother abused illegal narcotics and had no contact with him, and as a result of all that, if you can imagine, his behavioral issues were significant. He was having difficulties in school, below average grades, what have you. Officer Moore could have done one of 2 things. He could have handled the call, de-escalated the situation, calmed it, and left for the day. That's the expectations, that's the minimum that we expect our officers to do, but instead he did a little bit more. The story of this child's past and his recent behavior issues prompted Officer Moore to take action. He introduced this young boy to his own family to provide more stability in his life, and since that time, they've taken him to a local skate park and on their own family trip to SeaWorld in Orlando. I would have liked to have gone to SeaWorld in Orlando. Next time, can you let me know? I like that. Since then, he's maintained constant interaction with this young man. His grades have improved. His behavioral issues have improved. These are the types of incidents we want to highlight at BPD, because I would tell you that they go on each and every day, and we as an agency, as a city, want to do a better job of recognizing it. And I felt that this was probably one of the best ways to really start off this award with this particular incident, and I couldn't think of a more deserving person. And so, Officer Moore, I'm pleased to award you, if you want to step to the left and Mayor, come on up, with our very first meritorious conduct medal. Oh, I'm sorry. And an envelope full of some very nice gift certificates. You can spend them all in one place, or you want to take me to lunch or dinner too. You can wear this medal below your flag, but above your name tag, and be very proud of it. So, congratulations. Pleased to award this to you.
Congratulations, Adam. Our next award is for our Volunteer of the Year. And this is defined as presented on an annual basis to a volunteer of the police department in recognition of outstanding performance or in recognition of department achievements during the prescribed calendar year. And the chief's second favorite assistant chief, Josh Kramer, is going to speak about that. Josh? He hates it.
Thank you very little, Paul. Good afternoon. It is my pleasure to introduce and present Lynn Templin for Volunteer of the Year. Lynn received 2 nominations for this award from Fiscal Supervisor Sandra Orsino and Brenda Lovett in the Office of Personnel Services. Both of their nomination memos noted how courteous and friendly Lynn is. They pointed out her outstanding organizational skills, that she is a quick learner and understands prioritization. In her memo, Sandy said, Lynn will take on any assignment given to her with a smile on her face, no matter how menial or boring. She takes pride in completing whatever assignment she is given. For example, and pardon me if I really excite you too much, we're talking about filing here. Boxing up old files, organizing new files is one of those tasks that saves Sandy alone days, if not weeks of work. No wonder she nominated you. And shredding too, yes. All our volunteers really do great work anywhere they are assigned. However, Brenda and Sandy both noted Lynn's work ethic and dedication to our department and those she works with, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic, when she continued to report to the station because she knew her help would alleviate their workload. That selflessness is more than appreciated, Lynn. Sandy concluded her memo by recalling the detectives in the Office of Professional Standards, where she volunteers much of her time, told Lynn that if she ever quit volunteering, he would have to quit as well. And I believe we have that detective here with us right now. There he is. Ladies and gentlemen, the Braden Police Department Volunteer of the Year, Lynn Templin.
third award is our Distinguished Service Award, awarded by the Chief of Police to members who have distinguished themselves through exceptional service. The Distinguished Service Award may be awarded to sworn members who have displayed their abilities well above the expected standards, reflecting technical or administrative achievement or exceptional leadership in achieving a specific goal, objective, or innovation. It distinguishes the individual's performance, which is identifiable in achievement, effect, or consequence, and it's over their entire career, not just this year. Our Distinguished Service Award for 2020 is Lieutenant Phil Waller. Lieutenant Waller started his career with Bradenton Police Department in May of 2003. As a patrol officer, he quickly stood out, receiving the Medal of Merit in February 2004, Officer of the Month in 2005, as well as in 2007. He served on the Safe Streets Unit, the Street Crimes Narcotics Team, as well as the Detective Division, and eventually was promoted to Sergeant in 2013. Under his command as a traffic sergeant in 2015, his unit was awarded first place at the Florida Law Enforcement Challenge Category 6 department in the entire state. Based on this, and I did a little research, this actually award was because of innovative programs, community education projects, and enforcement operations that he commanded. He was also credited for instituting crash reduction studies and programs throughout the city. It was during these times he made huge strides in his research abilities and knowledge of evidence-based, data-driven law enforcement tactics and strategies like smart policing and CEPTED programs, that type of thing. In 2017, we had a vital opening for our supervisor in our property and evidence section. It was a time of major change in this section, and Sergeant Waller was the obvious choice to see those positive moves. Along with the changes, Sergeant Waller had to learn a side of our profession that few know anything about, which is our property and evidence. He was able to accomplish both learning that job and getting everything done in short order, and today those changes that he made are still being done in property and evidence. In November 2018, he tested for lieutenant's exam and placed first. He was promoted to the rank of lieutenant in February 2019, where he was assigned as a watch commander. In addition to his normal duties, he was the commander of the Field Training and Evaluation Program. While in this position, he turned mounds of documents that we used to make daily observation reports were used to be all paper. He actually turned that whole thing into electronic, where we could actually fish through the electronics and pull data out a lot easier. He did that himself. He is a good writer, and he has excellent computer skills. There have been approximately 30 new hires that we have put through the program while he has been our commander, and that's actually about, if you think about it, about a quarter of our agency. He recently partnered with the training division to create the Interactive Specialized Agency Training, ISAC program, which helps improve the training and confidence of the new officers joining our field of profession. He's also the CERT commander, that's Special Events Response Team. These responsibilities encompass the research of purchasing of chemical and less lethal weaponry. It also does the training for the entire agency and mobile field force. And he also commands these units during any protest or potential unrest. Last year, we initiated a search for a new CAD RMS system. This was a monumental task, and Lieutenant Waller volunteered for it. He is currently leading the team through testing and evaluation and eventually procurement and implementation of this project. Lieutenant Waller also finds time to instruct several topics, including emergency vehicle operation, less lethal impact, mobile field force, and chemical agents. Throughout his career, Lieutenant Waller has continuously strived and exceeded department standards. He is a person who welcomes positive change and excels at it. He works professionally and is a role model for officers under his command. Over his career, he's accepted every task handed to him to improve himself, others in the department, and surpasses the standards set by this award. Phil Waller is married to Kristen, and they have 2 children, Caleb and Caden. Congrats to Lieutenant Waller, our Distinguished Service Award recipient. Our next award is the Civilian Employee of the Year. This is presented on an annual basis to civilian employees of the police department in recognition of outstanding performance or in recognition of a work-related achievement during that prescribed year. Assistant Chief Josh Kramer, sorry.
It's my honor to introduce and present Cassidy Brewer. That's a lot of applause.
I know.
Cassidy was nominated by, it was me.
Yeah.
That's right. Due to her work ethic, her dedication, and her performance, especially during this past year. In the absence of a lead dispatcher on the midnight shift, Cassidy stepped up as the person that communications supervision and administrators could turn to for assistance during the overnight hours. For years, and I'm not going to say how many, Cassidy has been an informal leader within the dispatcher ranks, but has never gotten proper credit for it. She genuinely cares for the whole of her coworkers, mentoring them not only on what they learn to do on the job, but also for their continued success, both at work and in their personal lives. Cassidy takes it upon herself to make sure that no dispatcher fails to serve the public or our officers to the best of their abilities. And when those dispatchers need a little bit more, she is there to help them strengthen their capabilities. In addition to her exceptional performance at work, Cassidy's love of her fellow man is evident in her service to our department and community through service at her church. She is a longtime member of the Cops for Christ Chorus, performing at law enforcement ceremonies throughout our county. Cassidy is a supporter of department fundraising efforts and participates when she can, midnight shift schedule permitting, of course. She always brings a lighthearted warmth, a smile, and usually several hugs to all social gatherings. Dispatchers serve as a lifeline to our officers, and no one understands that and carries the gravity of that relationship more than Cassidy. She is, without a doubt, one of our department's best team members, and she exceeded expectations this year. Ladies and gentlemen, the Braden Police Department Civilian Employee of the Year, Cassidy Brewer.
Congrats, guys.
Thanks. Oh, from a hug. Oh, okay. Okay.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I just wanted to say welcome to everybody, obviously, today. And again, looking out here as we give out these awards, looking at the families and the children and the wives and all of the family members that are here and the fathers and the mothers and that, just everybody. Thank you for allowing them to serve our city, because, you know, it's you also are part of it, and we really appreciate that. And on behalf of the council and Vice Mayor Barnaby, she was in a meeting that Deputy Chief Kramer and I were in, but we came over to do this, and then just thank you for what you do for our city, and thank you for allowing them to be there. And obviously, we like huggers too, so. But we appreciate it, and the city of Bradenton is in a good place because of what you do for us, so thank you.
Y'all were pretty funny. Is there any more jokes to close it out, or can I do that?
I'm going to let Paige off on this one.
Okay, good. Just to echo what the mayor said, the fact that there's so many family members present shows you why we have the best of the best here. They couldn't do what they do, any of them, without the support of all of y'all. And to see you here, it's nice to finally be emerging where we can actually all start to gather. That's why this took so long to be held. But it's a testament to who they are and their efforts that you're here to support them. I will tell you, usually I say that we have 180 members full of folks just like them, but not today. Today I'm going to say that we have 4 and this one here that really just stand above and beyond, and I couldn't be more proud as a chief. I will continue to say that I'm a chief of the best police department in the state of Florida, in this country, and that I have some of the best officers anywhere, the best communications division folks anywhere, and I couldn't be more proud of y'all. So thank you very much, and let's eat cake.